it's graduated from there, in the sense that guys are not just asking for WhatsApps anymore. They're now asking for used underwear.
Oh my, from your eyes down to your thighs, you're mine. Oh my, from your eyes down to your thighs, you're mine.
Hi guys, it's Angel. Welcome back to my channel. It is extremely hot today, so I am going to film without any lighting. Hopefully, well, we've got the window, the brightness from outside, so hopefully that's enough and this video doesn't come out too dark. I am sweltering in here, so and I'm conscious that if I open the door you're going to hear the traffic going by, which will block my voice, so let's just keep it moving. Anyway, how are we guys doing today? It is currently Sunday, which means for me it is wig wash day. Wig wash. Yeah guys, it's wig wash day. So technically today I'm wearing this wig, which might look okay to you guys, but this is actually the very first wig I made. And it's like the cheap hair that you get from the hair shop downstairs, you know, them wigs there. Like, so yeah, I've hardly worn it, which is why it's probably still in very good condition. But yeah, it will do for the video because the other 7 wigs are right now drying on the line somewhere. So yeah, let's keep it moving. In today's video, well, as you will remember, I can't even say how many videos ago, but a few videos ago, I spoke about how I make money, specifically from men. I don't wear everything I got, so how I make my money? Through this little app here, eBay. I know you've all heard of eBay. You probably use it to shop yourself and buy things, but why not use it to sell things as well? From men. If you haven't watched that video, that link is there right now. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on that story because things have changed. Things have changed, and not necessarily for the better. If you didn't know about that story, so basically I make a lot of my side money, when I say side money because those are not my main incomes, but I make a lot of my side money on eBay, selling stuff specifically to men. Don't ask, listen, I don't know. I don't care. Half the time I don't care what these men do as long as I'm taking their money. Like, they want to give me money and I don't need items, I'm happy. I will sell to anyone, you get. But yeah, so a lot of my old, when I say old, half of them had never been worn, still with tags, old clothing, old shoes, brand new trainers, brand new dresses, I would sell to men. You know, I'm still in that frugal stage. I had a lot of stuff that had labels on it. I had no plan of wearing them, so I'm just like, well, might as well put it on eBay. It was only after putting things on eBay I realized the market. My customers were not women. As I've mentioned before, 85% of my customers were men, so I was like, we're onto a niche here. And a lot of them would just randomly, openly come and buy stuff. Others were a bit more proactive in the sense they might contact me first and say, oh, okay, is it all right if I buy your items? I'm a man. I'm like, Bedrin, I don't see man, woman, I just see customer. And from time you got money to throw at me, you can buy whatever. Do you get? So like, businesswoman like me, I don't care who's buying, man, dog, woman, animal, kangaroo. As long as you're paying, I'll take anybody's money. So anybody that's watching my eBay account would have noticed that I haven't been active on there for some time. and I haven't been posting anything for sale. Reason being, I did actually have about 7 listings that I had to pull down. I think in one of the videos I was telling you about eBay now becoming a dating site, and specifically Andy, who kept asking for my WhatsApp. 4 videos ago, I told you how I make a lot of money from men on eBay. So it seemed the right time to do a little update on that. Seeing as, number 1, these guys won't leave me alone. Number 2, they're still in my inbox. And number 3, eBay is becoming a dating site, people. It is becoming a dating site. So you need to stay tuned so you get my top hints and tips on how to still secure the bag without acting a fool. Unfortunately, I do have to say that it's actually, what's the word? It's graduated from there, in the sense that guys are not just asking for WhatsApps anymore. They're now asking for used underwear. And those requests, it wasn't just the one odd request I was getting. At first it was the one odd request, which I would just ignore. But it then became 3 or 4 requests a day, 5 requests a day. Then I started getting women who were asking for me to wear certain items and, well, without sounding too crude, climax within those items and sell those items to them. So I'm just like, what the hell is going on in this world? Like, trust me. And this was even before lockdown. I don't know what kind of animals are roaming the earth right now, but I was just like, there's a very dark, sinister culture going on here, and I don't really want to be a part of it. It then graduated to certain men that would ask me for if I would be prepared to sell photos to them. And I was just like, okay, this is too much. This is too much now. Like, am I going to sit here and open an OnlyFans account? But yeah, I was just like, no chance. Not a chance. So for me, the only way I could kind of, what's the word, mute and filter out the noise that was coming from eBay was to come off it. So I've still got an active account there. However, I don't really have anything listed there at the moment. It also kind of tied in, it helped that with the pandemic, you know, I don't really like going to the post office anyway at best of times. Before, I didn't mind because I could just run downstairs and post things. I'm privileged enough to live I'm privileged enough to be very close to a post office, so I could just run down and quickly put something in the post like that. But since lockdown and social distancing measures have kind of taken the toll on most services, I don't really want to be standing in the queue for an hour to post one item to somebody on eBay that's probably paid about £2-3. It's not really conducive to my time, to be honest. So I was going to put a pause on my eBay account during the pandemic anyway, but the fact that these kind of unfortunate situations were happening at the same time kind of brought that to a swifter pace, I'll guess. So I just haven't been posting. But yeah, it did make me wonder. I was like, I should be open. I was like, no chance. Ain't nobody gonna be seeing this. Like, I'm not saying that it's wrong if people do that, but it just wasn't for me. But at the same time, the advice that I would give you is that if you are gonna do an OnlyFans account, you have to consider the pros and cons. Do you get what I'm saying? Once those pictures, those videos are posted to your subscribers, whatever they do with it is out of your control. Where it ends up is out of your control. if you have a certain job or a reputable, you know, industry you're working in, it could have a adverse effect. If you're still quite young and not really sure of your career choices or where you want to end up in the future, it could have a negative effect. Yeah, so I'm not saying don't do it. You know, it is a free world. You, do whatever makes you happy, but just make sure you consider it fully before you go down that route. Anyway, that's enough jabbering from me. Just wanted to give you a nice update on this calm, cool Sunday. As for me, do you know I haven't watched EastEnders or Hollyoaks? Oh, I don't know. I've lost track of the soaps, guys. Ever since they've been doing only 2 episodes a week because obviously lockdown has brought a pause to filming. I don't even think, it's maybe actually a positive for me because I've lost track, so I don't think I'll be going back into my soaps. I've been finding a lot of other things to utilise my... Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm looking at this Range Rover outside. I can't wait for lockdown to come. The first place I'm going is a dealership, car dealership, definitely. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I don't think I'll get back into the soaps because I've kind of lost my trail of thought on them. And I've been utilising my time more effectively, doing things that are more of value to me. So yeah, guys, it has been a short but sweet one as usual. I'll keep you up to date with the tea. I've still got a hair unboxing video to do for you guys, but you guys need to subscribe first because I'm not going to release it until we get to 100. So like, share, subscribe. Send your friends, send your family, send your boss my video. Do you get it? Because we got some good tips coming up these sides. So until next time, take care of yourselves and see ya. Bye.
I see you walking and juggling, shopping, you coming to play. Under the jacket, the packaging popping, you coming through, babe.